Hello and welcome to a very special Christmas edition of Pat Baer's Anime Club. That's right, I mentioned in my last video. For this episode, I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite Christmas episodes of anime. Now, Christmas often happens in anime, and because, especially the genres I watch, slice of life, high school stuff, it makes sense. It's a passing of time. Oftentimes, it is just a way to tell the story you're currently telling. Like, I'm not going to include After School Dice Club, which had a Christmas episode. The Christmas party was just an excuse to get people together. It wasn't the formative element of the episode. It didn't further the story. That's kind of what I'm going to talk about. Some examples of my favorites that really push the genre and move things forward a little bit. I got my mouse over here. Hey, look, it's my mouse. Because I got to advance some images, so I got my mouse ready for that. Haha! Behind the curtain, or I don't know. I could just edit this, but I won't. Anyway, so some examples. I have a few that I really loved. Some that are kind of old. One that's fairly modern. And I'll explain them, talk a bit about them, and I encourage you to go seek them out. And then also in the comments below, you can tell me what your favorite holiday. Here's the thing that I looked for and couldn't find any evidence of. Is there a good Hanukkah episode of an anime? I couldn't find one. Because Rugrats isn't an anime, despite what some people may... I don't know if anyone tells you that, but it's not an anime. Rugrats has probably the best cartoon explanation of Hanukkah out there. Could not find any reference to it in anime. So, not included here. We're going to talk about Christmas. I will also include at the end an episode that is a mixed bag, and then one that is a series about Santa Claus, and I figured I should include that. But yeah, down below, tell me your favorite episodes. Tell me if you dislike it, you wish they would stop, let me know. Before I get going, also honorable mention to Fairy Tale, because you used an OVA to tell a Christmas story, which was just an excuse to have characters drink, and that's okay. And then also, I also did a lot of caveats on this one. I didn't include the Persona 4 anime because it's just a retelling of the video game, and you get to choose who you spend Christmas with, so it's weird to watch what the writers decided was the canonical one. It's not my canonical one, so it doesn't count. Here we go. Azuma Gadayo. So, you can tell by the images here, this is somewhere in the middle of the run. A great example of the characters coming together, having fun. It furthers the plot because we have that dreamlike thing where the cat is Chio-chan's father, but is also Santa Claus, and that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, but it's just a fun episode. Also, this episode includes one of my favorite things in anime, which is when characters go to a karaoke bar or karaoke room and sing, because anime understands that you don't want to hear the whole song, you want to hear like 30 seconds of the song. You get to see the characters interact, you get a little bit of that. You find out who can sing, that's a surprise, who can't sing, and if that's a surprise, and it reveals the characters. I love when characters do karaoke in an anime, and this episode was fun. Lots of fun moments and exchanges, and just the characters being the characters. It's a great example of a fun Christmas anime episode. Polar Bear Cafe. So, this doesn't further the plot, this doesn't do anything, this is just another great example of what a good slice of life anime can do with a holiday theme. It's just the characters allowing themselves to be themselves and to be playful and to have fun. We just got our bartender, Baer, our cafe owner, Baer, just trying his best. Everybody's just trying to make the holiday something great and special. And it really just, I don't have a lot to say about this one. It's just a pleasant one. It's one I come back to. Another episode that I come back to that I will be watching this Christmas holiday is today's menu for the Emiya family. It's a long name. These are short little episodes that came out monthly. There's 13 of them. I believe this is episode 11 or 12. Maybe 12. I think it's like second to last one, and I thought it was the last one because it was 12. So, the Emiya family. You may recognize some of these characters. you may look at him and go, wait, is that Saber? Is that like a chibi-faced Saber? And you'd be right, that's Saber. So this is a series that is a spin-off of one of the many Fate Stay Night, Fate Unlimited Blade Works, all that, all them Fates. Today's menu for Emiya Family is about food, it's about friendship, it's about family, and this is just a beautiful Christmas episode of these characters interacting and having a fun time. We meet Berserker, who was not in the series up to this point. You get, what love can put into a dish that might not necessarily be the most expensive, but still turns out great. A rad Christmas tree, and it's just Christmas cookies. They're homemade Christmas cookies in this one, and it's just a lovely episode. And is a wonderful slice of life series if you've watched all the Fate series, or if you're like me and this is one of the only ones you've ever seen. It's still a great show, and this is a great episode of that show. Okay, so not all episodes of anime that are about Christmas are fun. This episode of Kimi no Todoke is it is the whole show. You just want her to have a good Christmas with her friends, and the idea that she's going to a Christmas party, that she's gonna be with people, that she's gonna be with her friends and the dude that she likes, so she's still not convinced likes her, because why would he? And it doesn't go great, but it doesn't go bad. It just doesn't go perfect, and you want it. And it's so emblematic of the rest of the series, which is a beautiful, beautiful series. You're looking at this and going, why does this look like Hana Dango? Was this made in the 80s? No, it wasn't made in the 80s, but it was made in a throwback style, and the throwback style works so well for this show. Kimi no Todoke is beautiful. Talk about a best girl. You just want good things for her. You actually may know this show because there is a clip of it that appears a lot in compilations of bullies getting what they deserve in anime, where girls that were just kind of on a whim nice to her end up really sticking up for her because they realize this is a good person. It's a beautiful show, and this episode, like I said, it pulls your heartstrings. It's not fluff. It's the show. It's a perfect encapsulation of the show. If I show this episode, do you go, oh, I get what this show is about? Beautiful. Can't say enough good things. Here's a modern one for you, and our last of the good ones. If you know anything about me, you know I love Laid Back Camp. And the Santa Clangers showed up. So here's the thing. This is episode 11 of Laid Back Camp. The whole show is about this camping trip. It's leading up to this. The 5 of them and their supervision, the adult supervision, having a Christmas party and camping together. Christmas is just the bonus on top of the camping. You get the Secret Society blanket fort thing, which is just a fun gag. You get them all dressing up like Santas, and they're the Santa Clangers, and that's just a very fun, silly moment. The interaction between them, the fact that all 5 of them are camping. Because it's a slice of life show about how camping is great. Now, camping in groups, that's great. Camping solo, that's great. Literally, when I tell you, this is what the show has been leading up to, is the 5 of them camping. It's in the first episode. And then the rest of the series is leading up to that moment in the first episode where you know they were all together and they're making it happen and they're having a good time, and it's Christmas. And there's a chihuahua with reindeer horns, like a hat with reindeer antlers, I should say. And it's just good. And it's the culmination of the show. It didn't have to be Christmas, but it is Christmas. And you get the Santa Clangers, and it's very fun. And then there's a joke about we look like a mall Santa convention, which is very funny and cute. So those are these are the big ones. These are the great ones. There are a couple I need to mention. So, I didn't even put a photo of this. I wasn't going to talk about this because I actually don't think it's what I was trying to talk about. A lot of people have fond memories of the Love Hina Christmas OVA. And I don't have fond memories of it because I don't think it was that great. But a lot of people do. So, I guess shout out to that. No, we're going to talk about Pokemon. Because Santa is real in Pokemon. So, you would say, well, Pat, Santa is real. Santa loves Pokemon. Ash, Brock, and Misty meet Santa Claus. Why isn't this on your list? It's because Santa's helper, Santa's elf, is a Pokemon. That makes sense, right? But this is not, this isn't. It's Jinx. Which is a problem. Because also, it's early on in the anime before they decided to color correct, which is not the right term, but the term I'm going with. So Jinx is purple, but Jinx wasn't always purple. Jinx was black with red lips. It is just fucking racist. Jinx is a racist caricature Pokemon and a problem, and it sucks that Santa's helper is Jinx. Now, if I was being unbelievably, incredibly generous, I would say that the Pokemon Company, the people that are working on the anime within the Pokemon Company, were playing with the, or homage to the idea of Black Pete, Zwarte Piet, which is the Netherlands, the Dutch helper, who is a white person who has been covered in soot, and not a black person, which is the reimagining of the reality, which is that it was Santa's slave, who was Black Pete, and in traditionally it's played by a white person in blackface. So that's why they use Jinx, because of Black Pete or Zwarte Piet. I'm not going to be generous about that. Hey, did you think I would talk about blackface in my anime Christmas episode? Well, we're going to talk about it. Am I going to show a photo of Jinx wearing a Santa hat? No, I'm not. I refuse to do that. But we're going to talk about it. It's a problem. It's a big fucking problem. God damn it. I think they made Delibird as an apology, because Delibird is the Christmas Pokemon. I got no problems with Delibird. Okay, so this anime, this is a manga, and they made like 2 OVAs of it. Itsudaake My Santa. There's no dude in this photo, but there's a dude, and his name is Santa, because he was born on Christmas Eve, and he hates Christmas because everyone assumes that he loves it, so he hates it. And then he meets an inspiring Santa. Somebody wants to not be a mall Santa, wants to be the next Santa Claus. And it's cute, and it's fun. I guess? I don't remember it. I've watched it. I rewatched it. And it's alright. I mean, it's a early harem kind of like romantic comedy show. But it is kind of fun that it is themed around Christmas. And I do like the idea of someone being named Santa who does not like Christmas. I think that's cool. And interesting. Not cool, interesting. Anyway, that's Pat Baer's Anime Club. I'm going to go back to there. Pat Baer's Anime Club. This is a shorter episode than my other ones. Look, I wasn't going to talk about Jinx, but then I had to. So, please, in the comments, tell me yours. Is it Love Hina? Is it that anime about... I forget the name of it. There's an anime where it's like the different countries and the Axis and Allies are represented by people, and there's a Christmas one. I never watched that anime because it didn't look good to me. But apparently that Christmas episode people really liked. What's your favorite anime Christmas episode? Let me know in the comments. Also, hey, in the comments below or on Twitter or whatever, what's your anime of the year? Because my next video, which will come out right before 2020, will be my favorite shows of the year. Will I do categories? Will I do awards? Will I make graphics? Maybe. At the very least, I'm going to talk about my favorite shows, because one of the benefits of talking about shows of anime that I've been watching at every single stream at twitch.tv/PatBear when I'm building model kits, I'm talking about anime, is that I've had a lot of anime to watch this year, and I have a lot to talk about when it comes to the anime that I watched and enjoyed. So that'll be out in 2 weeks' time. So leave a comment below. Let me know about your favorite Christmas episodes of anime. Let me know about your favorite anime this year. All right, that's it. Thanks so much. And hey, if you celebrate, have a great Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, have a great week. Bye-bye.